Yes, yes, boys. Ryjack back for another stream. We got some good news today in the title race. Some fun content to talk about. We can talk about City winning yesterday against Fulham. This will be my Fulham recap. And we can look forward to the weekend when we have the FA Cup returning. We have Salford City, which should be, a nice, fun, chill game. We got some people in the chat. Let's go, says Elias. How are you? Hope you're doing good, bro. Mateus Nunez, the GOAT, says big up. I'm Phil Foden, the GOAT, but I changed my name. W, what's up, man? How are you? Come on, Cite. Yes, sir. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. It is good to be back on stream. A lot to talk about, like I said, and we can really go wherever the chat wants to go with it. Of course, the news of the day is Arsenal drop points to Brentford, and the gap is now 4 points, which is nice. And I think everyone can assume if we're planning on winning the Premier League, we probably have to beat Arsenal. So, in essence, if you do that, it's 1 point. It's really a 1 point gap, which is great. When you think about it. Brentford deserved the win. Absolutely, Brentford should have won near the end of the game, end of the match. It felt like they were so close. I was watching and I was not disappointed because, a 1-1 draw is like all I could have really hoped for beforehand. But man, they had 2 or 3 opportunities right at the end where you felt like they're destined to score, it felt like to me. But it's a W nonetheless. It is a W nonetheless. Yeah, thank you, Brentford. We've got a game in hand. Not anymore. Unless I'm wrong. No, they're the same. They are the same. I've got FOTMob up here, and if you look, we're all on 26. Actually, everyone in the league is on 26 now. So no games in hand just yet. Arsenal play on Wednesday. City play on a Saturday. We play Saturday, but it is the FA Cup. So unless our other fixtures come forward before them, we don't have a game in hand, unless I'm mistaken here. But we play Saturday against Salford, and then Saturday again, Newcastle. So maybe if Arsenal play midweek here, which I don't know why they would. I feel like there's no midweek games in between here, so I don't think that's right, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm incorrect there. I meant next Saturday? Okay. Oh, I got you. Well, I think it's only fair that we at least discuss a bit of the Fulham game, because I didn't have a recap video up yesterday. I wanted to, but I was busy. I didn't have the time to do it. So, City Fulham 3-0, professional job. Game was over inside 40 minutes. I know some people were upset slightly with the second half because, if you look at the momentum chart, it is pretty heavily in Fulham's favor. But really, it just felt like job done at 3-0 to me, and gas was off. The foot was off the gas, and we kind of just chilled in the second half. I don't really, we don't need us to go get a 4th, 5th, 6th goal if we're going to win 3-0. Defensively, very solid. Mark Gahey, incredible. We've been brilliant lately. Man, it was a fun game yesterday, especially the first half. The first half was a great display of the type of football that we maybe haven't seen in some time. I was very, very happy with yesterday's first half. And I know, like I said, people are upset with the second half, but I think that's overdoing it a bit of overdoing. Player ratings wise, if you look, everybody's basically green, bar Rodri, who had, I guess, a poor game. I didn't think Rodri was that poor. I thought he was fine. I remember him getting dispossessed once. That led to a semi-chance for Fulham. It says 2 times dispossessed, but really twice dispossessed in 60, 70 minutes. Is that bad? I feel like it's not. Foden finally did good. Foden was impressive yesterday. I thought he was really good. He was running around quite a bit. Bernardo came off, and he kind of became the new Bernardo for about 10 minutes until he came off the pitch. Got an assist. Probably could have scored, potentially. So yeah, Foden was good. Have you seen City's projected kits? Yes, they are beautiful. The home kit is the one that is blue and then drops down to a like a faded white. Very, very nice kit. The black one, I don't know if it's confirmed. The B, that one's awesome as well. Big up Ride Jack, says Ash Kuhn. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you as always. One of the GOATs. Ash is always in the chat. Mateus Nunes says Ruben Diaz is showing us how important he is. Diaz was great as well. First game back, played the full 90. Huzanov got a nice, not a rest because he played about 30 minutes, but he came in at right back. I thought it was pretty good, so that's nice to see. I thought Roger was pretty good, but FotMob think different. Yeah, sometimes FotMob is a bit sus with their ratings. Like, I don't really understand how Donnarumma gets man of the match in this one. I feel like he didn't really do anything, but whatever. Foden was good, but there were times he could have taken a shot outside the box, and he chose to shoot. I feel like there was a few where he could have scored potentially, but either he took too long to shoot or got blocked. There was that volley that if that had went in, it would have been an unreal volley from just outside the top of the box. That was beautiful. Unfortunate to get blocked. Goldrip says, yes, sorry to be late. All good. We're not. But 7 minutes into the stream. You're good. Good to see you, Goldrips. I meant chose to pass. Okay, yeah, now it makes sense. He did choose to pass quite a bit. There was a one, I want to say second half breakaway where I felt like he could have ripped one and he made a poor pass, which was unfortunate. But, game was over, so I'm not too concerned. Semenyo back on the score sheet again. I think he's got 8 GNA in 7 games or 7 GA in 8 games, something like that, which is just... it's exactly what you signed Semenyo for, obviously. He just is a GNA merchant, which some players are, they impact the game and are not GNA guys, which is frustrating because GNA, while people like to maybe overhype GNA, it's obviously important. So Semenyo is doing what he's out there to do. So Semenyo, baller, GNA, and I love Semenyo when he plays. I thought maybe Marmoush would play over him, specifically in this game, but I was wrong, and it looks like the right decision. Goal and assist, how can you argue? I heard we were exploring a deal for Kieran Dewsbury Hall. I did see that on Twitter. I want to say the source was bad. I think the source was Team Talk, which is not great, but Dewsbury Hall is pretty good of a player. He's probably a backup option to someone like an Elliot Anderson, I guess. What do you guys think of Dewsbury Hall? Kieran, how do you even spell that? Kieran Dewsbury Hall. What a crazy name. Kieran Dewsbury Hall has been, wow, he plays all over the place for Everton. 7 GA and 18 starts, 19 Prem games. That's pretty good for a midfielder. He's pretty solid defensively in terms of contributions, average in aerial duels. But again, he plays for Everton, so those stats are going to be inflated a little bit. Dewsbury Hall is a solid player, and I think he would be all right. But 27 years old, I'd probably pass. I'd probably pass on Dewsbury Hall. He's like a squad option. So if you get him semi-cheap, I guess I wouldn't pass him up because we do need squad options. Someone has to replace Kovacic. Someone has to replace Bernardo. And I don't know if you're going to find like a world-class Bernardo replacement unless you get Elliot Anderson. So maybe. Semenyo only had 9 passes and 7 were accurate, but get a goal and assist. That's amazing. Yeah, baller, man. Yeah, Coyote, I thought the same thing. I was watching Coyote very intently, and I was very impressed with Coyote, as typically I am. I really like him. He could be a good box-to-box, Dewsbury Hall. I do think he'd be solid squad player for sure. He's more of a 10. I don't think there's any true in the rumors. Is he more of a 10? I obviously don't watch Everton week in, week out, so if he's more of a 10, then I say no. If he's more defensive, I'd say maybe, but if he's more of a 10, I'd probably pass. Maybe 20 million with a swap deal on Kovacic. I love Kovacic, but he's always injured. Yeah, Kovacic might leave on a free, bro. He can't have much value at all. He hasn't played all year. So I don't know. If you guys are new as well, do hit like, subscribe. Very appreciate the support because we're getting very close to 1,000 subs on the channel. We're like 25-ish away. So any help, obviously appreciated, very much appreciated for that. Other performances of note, I would say Nori was very, very good. We already glazed Gahey and Diaz a bit. Nunez was not quite as good as the other three in the back line. I think Nori at left back has been very, very solid, and I like what I'm seeing there. And I imagine he plays left back going forward, and O'Reilly's going to be in the midfield quite a bit. I think that both of them on the pitch works very, very well. Coyote's long throws were insane. One of them created a goal, right? Hit a long throw that became a goal. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. Live stream for the FA Cup, absolutely. It is on the weekend, so we will be doing a live watch-along for that game right here on the channel. So do come back and hang out with the boys in the chat. Thing is with Dewsbury Hall, he's very versatile. He can play quite a lot of positions. I do like versatility. Nori is improving every game. Honestly, I did not realize how technical he was on the ball and quite how pacey he was. He's much faster than I thought he would be, and he's much better on the ball than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be solid going forward. He's very good going forward. Very, very good going forward. Most dribbles in the match, and he won the most duels. And people say he's not good defensively, but he was solid for me. I was a big fan of Nori. 24 years old. I think he's just going to get better and better as long as he plays. And then this midfield three, we talked about it last night a bit on Mancunian Way. This might be our midfield, three of our four midfielders for the rest of the season. O'Reilly, Rodri, Bernardo. And then the other's position who can invert is going to rotate between Foden, Cherki, and Reinders. And I guess maybe Marmouche and Nico G as well can rotate with Bernardo and Rodri. That's what it seems like to me, but Rodri, O'Reilly, Bernardo seem like kind of bang-on starters at the moment is what it feels like. Second half is concerning. 0 shots on target. Potentially concerning, but I felt like the game was over and City were just chilling in one of the lower gears, you know? I found out last night that my understanding of gears is maybe not the same as what people say. So I thought first gear was like 100%, but apparently that's incorrect. And the higher gears you go is more of effort. So we're in a low gear for the second half, and we didn't need to get to the higher gear if that was fifth gear, fourth, whatever the gear thing is. I don't drive a stick shift, guys. I got an automatic car because I live in the USA. Techie baller, absolutely. Nori, techie baller. Low-key, O'Reilly is a techie baller as well. He actually has some tech to his game. Good evening, House Captain. How are you? Good to see you as always. Any other notable performances? Haaland gets a goal and a potential injury. Haaland's injury seems unserious, I guess I would say. I wasn't really concerned with what happened. Pep said he had slight something, which I complained about his verbiage of niggle because I don't think that means anything, but whatever, that's the British way. He has a niggle, which means he's probably fine not for the Salford game, which I would hope he wouldn't play even if he was fit, but get a goal, 45 minutes, nice rest, 10 days off for Newcastle. Hopefully he's fine. So I don't think it's a big deal, to be honest. I know some people in the Discord were concerned about Haaland being injured, but I feel like it's nothing. Harry Wilson, his contract is expiring. If we get him on a free, would be a good option. Harry Wilson is low-key a baller, but would we actually take him at City? How old is he? Is he like 25? He's 28. 28. I don't know. I feel like he'd be good at Spurs. How's he been this year? He's had a very good year. 12 G&A and 25. That's a goal or assist every other game. But he's kind of... It's like a career year. Other than this year where he had 20 assists. What? How did he get 20 assists and then go down to 3 and 9 and 1? He had a 20 assist season at Fulham. Was this in the championship or something? Oh, it wasn't a championship. Okay. Whatever. Just whatever. I don't know. I feel like Harry Wilson is having a career year, and maybe he peaks probably now. I don't think I'd take him at City, although he is pretty good and probably better than some of our wingers, but probably pass. We're winning the league, says MCFC. I don't know if I'm confident yet because we're still 4 back. We have to beat Arsenal, and they got to drop another one, but I feel more confident than I did yesterday. So he hasn't got a niggle. He's not. I know, the worst thing ever. Your thoughts on O'Reilly? I think he is our Fede Valverde type player. He can play anywhere, left back, 6 and 8. I kind of agree. I really like O'Reilly. He has had probably his best midfield performances so far this last 3 weeks. So big impressed with O'Reilly. Keely says, big up, Ryjack. What's up, man? How are you? I know, the knock and niggle has already started. Yes, Ryjack, City win, Arsenal drop points, and PlayStation cooked with the state of play. Guys, Arsenal are so awful to watch. What was I watching today? I actually thought, I was like, I'll watch the whole game today. See how it goes. They were dreadful to watch. They don't do anything, man. I don't understand. How can Arteta have been a disciple of Pep? Where is the fun football? Gosh, they're just so boring. Not City level. Probably talking about Harry Wilson. Yeah, probably not. Elias, what's up? We will beat them to help you this weekend, the Spurs fan says. I don't know if I believe Spurs will ever win a game. However, they don't have a manager now. So I don't know who they're going to sign as their manager. Probably Ryan Mason or something. I meant squad option, not a starter. Potentially. Please like the stream. Yeah, guys, if you're new, do like the stream and subscribe. Those are always appreciated. The likes and the subs are awesome. When it comes to not letting Arsenal win the league, we can do anything. Maybe. What's your thoughts on Nunez? I'd give him a 9 out of 10. He's been extremely good. I'd go 9 probably for Nunez. He's been probably the 3rd best right back in the league, I would say. I think Reece James, probably the best right back potentially in the world. I love Reece James, man. But, man, yeah, Nunez has been really good. Really good. I think the top 4 are easily Reece James, Timber, Nunez, and Munoz in that sort of area as how I would put them. Corner FC, that all Arsenal are. Very true. Seeing Arsenal conceding a throw in goal was satisfying. It was, especially Coyote. Spurs are hiring me. Oh, big up Elias, new Spurs manager. Did you read Rodri's father's comments? It's not looking good. It was something about him deciding. He hasn't decided, something like that. I maybe have missed that. The way they will play will catch up to them. It has to. I think so too. It's just so awful on the eyes. I'd argue he's been the best in the Prem. Maybe. Reece James, I really think is so good. I'd take Reece James in a second and just never play Nunez again, which maybe sounds harsh, but I think I'm just a Reece James fanboy. I'm at the international airport taking the next flight to be Spurs manager. Congratulations to you guys. Guys, before we move on to the next, the FA Cup and a lineup builder here, I would like to announce a small new hobby I'm taking part in. I have decided to become a bit of a card collector, and I'm going to open boxes in videos, and that'll just be on the channel, and if you like that kind of stuff, cool. If not, don't worry about it, but I've decided I would like to be interested in football trading cards, so I'm going to buy some boxes and open them on video. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put some stuff in the Discord as well, just so we can sort of share our pack pulls. And I'm going to copy a link to the Discord, which if you're interested in, there you go. There is the Discord link. Join that. I'm going to have a little channel there for the trading cards. If you want, it's free. Join it up. But also, I would like some advice on which boxes to buy because I'm still new. I don't really know. But it looks fun. It looks fun. I will play 3-4-3, so even Romero gets red cards. We still have 2 center backs. I like Reece James too. Who is the most important player right now? Mine is Nunez. Most important player. Honestly, if I say Bernardo, is that crazy, guys? If I say Bernardo is low-key our most important player, coming from a guy who, like 2 months ago, I felt like Bernardo was just useless. I don't know. Maybe one of our center backs, Gahey and Diaz. Nunez has a good shout as well. Also, I'm talking about the packs. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to be a pack person. It looks fun. It gives me a little bit of a dopamine rush because back in the day, I was a humongous FIFA guy. I used to play FIFA all the time, Ultimate Team, and rip packs. And I don't do it anymore. Obviously, I don't play Xbox anymore, guys. I'm a married man with a child, and I just live stream. So no more FIFA, but I got to get my pack pulls in. So little prism boxes. Hopefully, I get a lot of city cards. That'll be cool to get like a Erling Haaland autograph or something. That'd be cool. Coyote, no thanks for right back. I thought Coyote was very good, Louis. We need a young right back to back up Nunez, which I think is smart. By the way, loved the reaction to pitch side. Thank you. And I don't mean to throw shade on pitch side, but their tier list was horrible for Man City signings, guys. It was a horrible, horrible tier list. Like, it did not make any sense to me whatsoever. So I had to do a reaction. But I do love pitch side. They're awesome. They're funny, and I always watch their stuff. But the tier list was not good. I will be in the streams a lot. Good. Appreciate it. I always like it when the same people are in the streams because it, builds a little friendship with everybody. Bernardo is the most important. I kind of lean that way as well, which is a little crazy to say, but it does feel like that. Let's see if I can pull up the tier list here. I've been looking for a City fan to watch since This Is City's channel got terminated. It got terminated. I didn't know that. That's awful. I feel bad for that guy. Johnny Stones, yeah, he's back. He is back as well. Bernardo, O'Reilly, Roger are all important. Midfield is the important position for me. True, that's a good point. Will there be a giveaway at 1K? Oh, I could do a giveaway. What kind of giveaway do you guys want? You want like a card? A Man City card? In one of the videos? I can do a giveaway on a Man City card, something like that. I have to figure out how to do that, but that could be cool. That could be fun. We could do that. No other player can do what Bernardo does. Yeah, I do kind of agree with that. I feel like Bernardo is such a unique player because he doesn't really provide G&A, even though he has scored a bit lately. I don't know. I know what you mean. I do know what you mean, though. See if I can pull this up and see what you guys think. Hopefully Bernardo stays at City. Do we think he's getting a new contract? Because I still think he's not. I still think he's not getting a new contract, personally. But I could be convinced. Potentially. I could be convinced for Bernardo to stay, I think. I've come back to Bernardo chat. I mean, Bernardo's been playing so well, man. He's been playing so well. Like, ridiculously well. You know? He's definitely going to leave. I think he goes Benfica if he leaves. I know there's some rumors of Barcelona for him, but I really feel like he is gonna, if he's gonna leave, he's gonna go to Benfica, back to his hometown or boyhood club, whatever it is. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. I feel bad for how much hate he's been getting this season. I think he's been good. I feel like the hate has kind of died off a bit, to be fair. To be fair to him. Like, he maybe was struggling a little bit, but I do think the hate kind of died off a bit. Our skipper running down the wing. He's 31, some make him sound like he's 38. I know, man. I know. It's just, I think he's just played so much football for us. He's been here for, what, 9, 10 years now? Like, the drop-off just, in terms of the wear and tear, I think is evident. But he's still got it. He still got it. He still never stops running. It's crazy. All right, can you see this? There we go. That's the tier list they put out for the city signings. The last 25 signings under Pep. So no KDB because he wasn't under Pep. And I did a reaction video to it, but we can talk about it quickly on here. The notable shocker for me, Nico G in D is insane. I feel like that's just nuts. And Benjamin Mendy as a C tier signing also I think is insane. I looked it up. Benjamin Mendy played 75 games for City. And basically, he left because of legal issues, which technically he got cleared of. But, like, that has to factor a bit in the quality of the signing. We spent big money on Mendy, and I was gassed. I loved Mendy. I thought he was going to be very good for us. Also, injury-prone while at City. I just think no chance he's a C-tier signing. He has to be a D-tier. We can't have no one but Calvin Phillips in the D-tier signings, which just seems ridiculous to only have Calvin Phillips, even though Calvin Phillips is like definitely a D tier signing. Other ones, let's see. The A tiers, I feel like, or the S tiers, I feel like they nailed these. Holland, Rodri, Bernardo, Walker, Ederson, Mahrez, Diaz, obviously all S tiers, I think. Grealish in A for me is too high. He was 100 million pounds or whatever, or euros or whatever, and we had to loan him to Everton at the end of like 4 years. There's just no way that can be an A-tier signing, regardless of how good Jack Grealish was at times. He wasn't that good. Like, he was all right. He was not John Stones good to me. I just think that's crazy. This is what I'm saying. Nico G in D tier. It makes no sense, right? No sense. How is Nico G in D tier? Reinders is harsh. Nunes should be higher than Grealish. I'd argue Stones should be in S tier. The only reason I think Stones was a bit down is because of the injury record, but Nunes, I think, is fair because we signed him as a midfielder. You know? Who made the list? Pitchside made the list. The podcast that's on YouTube with Theo Baker, what are their names? Lewis Bowden, Reeve, and Tom Garrett, which is awesome podcast. They're super funny. But I just thought this tier list was awful. Where's Gigio and James Trafford? I mean, I guess they did not include them. I don't know why. Maybe they just didn't want to put goalies in, even though Ederson's there. Good point. Tier F, that does sound like a Spartacus comment from House Captain for Donnarumma, tier F. But I don't know. Do we think Aymeric Laporte should maybe be an A tier signing? I definitely bumped Grealish down to like a B. Mendy I bumped down to a C. I think Marmouche is probably a C. Maybe too early for Semenyo Cherokee to do anything other than B. Cancelo, maybe B, based on how it ended. Stones, maybe S tier is fair. I don't know. Arsenal fans making a list about our signings is mental. I was going to say, surely this can't be a City fan who made this list. It was not a City fan. It was two Arsenal fans, a Newcastle fan, and a West Brom fan. That's who they support. Which generally they do a ton of like tier list, but they don't really do City specific stuff, so I don't really react to it. But this was the first City specific thing, and I just thought it was funny. That is regards to my Spartacus comment, I'm sure. Man. But other than that, like, they're fine. They rank them in order as well. Like Holland 1, Rodri 2, Bernardo 3, Kyle Walker 4, Eddie 5, Mahrez 6, Diaz 7. That's an ordered list. Julian Alvarez? Yeah, they didn't put Julian Alvarez on there. Maybe because, I don't know. Maybe it's bad producing from whoever gave them the names. Actually, I think it was because it was the top 20. They were in order of expensive for 25 most expensive. Maybe that's what it was. City signings. Maybe that's why they weren't listed, because they were cheap. Broke my heart when Cancelo left. I got home from school. Bro, Cancelo leaving was sad, but he wasn't really playing. Rico Lewis had ousted him from the position. West Brom. Yeah, it is kind of funny that he's a West Brom fan, one of the guys, but poor West Brom, man. They suck. They might go down to League 1, because they're in trouble. Very sad as well. Yeah, I mean, I think I would do a roughly similar, but like the ones I mentioned, Mendy and Nico G, Marmouche, Grealish. Those are my biggest complaints, I would say. But nonetheless, regardless, fun tier list to discuss. We're about 30 minutes in, so I think we should shift our focus to the FA Cup, Salford City at the Etihad, round 4. Once we get to round 5, I don't know if that's the quarterfinals or the round of 16 or what. I have no clue. I don't know how many teams are left. My guess is there's 32 left now. And if we win this, we're in the round of 16. Which is the quarters? No, that would be the round before the quarters, potentially. Hopefully, Celtic gets to the round of 16 in the UEL. Come on, Celtic. Okay, we got a Celtic fan. Shout out to Celtic. I don't know anyone for Salford, to be honest with you. Not a clue, and I won't pretend like I do. But good luck to them. I hope they get annihilated 10-0. We should do a lineup prediction as well, because I'm feeling pretty heavy rotation, I think. So if I do this, go to the lineup builder, we can do I don't like it when people do the lineup downwards in reverse way. I think it looks awful, so I always switch it around. And I like we'll just do a crisp 4-3-3 for simplicity purposes. Obviously, it's a cup game, so I think Trafford is going to play. There's a few ones that are pretty obvious. I think most likely Rico Lewis will get some minutes here. Center backs, you're probably going to see Husanov back in the team. And maybe, is it fair to say Max Aline? Or are we thinking maybe Nathan Ake gets the minutes? It might be Nathan Ake. We might have seen the last of Max Aline, to be honest with you guys. Trafford, yeah, Trafford for sure is in there. Nico G is a very good shout. I think he definitely starts the game. Nico G is a good call. I would hope no Rodri. Ooh, Stones. Stones as a shout. Okay. I didn't think of that, because, he's never fit. Ake. You could play Ake a left back. Stones and Kusanov center back. And Rico right back. Or you could play Husanov right back. Stones and Ake center back. Aït-Nouri left back. I was thinking one of Stones or Ake with Aline, then the rest Husa. Then rest Husa. Wonder what Pep will do. I don't know about Aline. I like Max Aline. I would think surely Aline is good enough to play against Salford. Mufuni would be nice, but we loaned Mufuni out to Sheffield Wednesday, I think, so we cannot play him. Ake left back with Aline, Stones, and Rico would be fine. Okay, we could do that. Ake left back. Husa and Elaine. Max Elaine. But then we don't get John Stones. Oh, no Husanov. No Husanov. If Stones is fit, it would be nice to see him. It would be nice to see him. But who knows if he's actually fit. Traff, Aidnori, Ake, Stones, Rico, Nico G, Tajani, Cherokee, Marmouche, Semenyo, McAdoo. McAdoo is a good call. I would love McAdoo to play. Think about that. He's on loan at Watford. Watford, that's the one. Because we took Elaine back from Watford, and then we did them a solid by sending Mifuni back. That's right, that's right. Should be good for him to get some minutes. Nunez. Minutes for Nunez. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Nunez plays this game. Nico G is there. Can we play O'Reilly in the midfield with Nico G? Another good call here. However, another player we have loaned. Mukasa is on loan at Leicester City. He actually scored. At the weekend. But they're good calls, just they don't play for us currently. Yeah. I think we can say Marmouche for sure is going to start the game. I love the McAdoo shout. Ryan McAdoo. I don't know if... I feel like he's British, but whatever. McAdoo, Marmouche, maybe Reinders gets some minutes in this one. Tijani Reinders could start. Cherokee didn't start the last game. He could potentially get minutes for sure. Cherokee. You could go Foden, maybe hoping he gets a goal. I need to start taking notice of loans. Correct. I think you do. Maybe Doku is back for this one, but you probably don't risk him. Even if he is. You really need another defensive midfielder here with Nico G. And maybe... I mean, that player could be Rico Lewis in the midfield and then Husanov right back. I kind of like that idea. Husanov, Rico. How about that? I don't mind that. And then it ends up being, if we're going to run this 4-2-2 thing, maybe this is Semenyo. Can Semenyo play in the FA Cup for us? Is that a thing? Play Husi right back, Rico into midfield. Yep. I like that. Going to bed. Good night. Adios, my guy. Good to see you as always. O'Reilly. Do we want to risk O'Reilly? He's played quite a bit of minutes. I feel like he might be top tier midfielder going forward. I don't know if I want to risk him for Salford. Like, Salford are what, in League 2? They might be as bad as Exeter. They might be worse than Exeter. And we beat Exeter 10-1. You know? Is there another academy player we could play up front with Marmouche or something? I'd rest Semenyo. Probably a good call. Semenyo has played quite a bit. Is Savinho back? Probably not. Who else am I missing? Maybe Cherokee? Maybe Cherokee. What if this is Cherokee? And we do something like this, maybe? Cherokee typically plays on the right. If we do like this type deal? How's that? I don't know if McAdoo can play on the left. But I don't mind that. Don't we have a midweek game? Not next week. Next week we do not. Next week, if you go here, you go to fixtures. We have 10 days before our next game. Yeah. So yesterday was the 11th, and then we play weekend Saturday, the 14th, Salford, and then we play a week from then, Newcastle, right there. This will be a good game to see how many locals turn up with the current situation we are in. Yeah, I honestly, I don't No, like I know there's a problem with the ticketing, but me personally, living in the US, I have never been to England and I have never experienced buying tickets for one of these games. But all I can say is that I hear there's major problems and people are pissed off. But I don't honestly have a clue. I don't know what the problem is specifically, other than they're like maybe moving people from season tickets and it's expensive to go to games, but like I don't know. I've never been a season ticket holder of anything here in the US because it's just too expensive for me to do that. Like if I wanted to be a season ticket holder for an NFL team or an NBA, it would be like thousands and thousands of dollars. There's just no chance I could do it. When I was in college, I was a season ticket holder technically because they gave students tickets, but that's different, you know? You only get that if you're in going to the school. So it's different. Um, Plus, I also worked for the basketball team, so I obviously went to every game because I was on the team basically, but I was a part of the team, not on the team. But so I don't know. I don't know. Pep may play Foden on the left. Maybe, but I want to see McAdoo. I want to see McAdoo play. Has McAdoo ever in his life played off the left? I'm gonna check. Ryan McAdoo transfer marked. I think we should check and confirm that. I haven't either as an Aussie. Was more thinking as it's Salford in Manchester. Oh, true, true. They might bring a very big time like contingent of fans. Good call. Good call. I didn't even think of that. Here's McAdoo. He's played, all seasons. He has played 30 games on the right, 2 on the left. So the left is possible to get a game over there, but not likely. He is much more of a right winger, according to Transfermarkt. How old is this guy, by the way? 17, going to be 18 in the summer. He's so good. I'm a big fan of Ryan McAdoo, man. Big fan, big fan. I hope he starts. I hope this is the team we see. You'd have 2 like academy-ish players, and then rotating your striker, 3 of your midfielders, all 3 of your midfielders, and the whole back line is rotated, and the goalie's rotated. The only like bang-on starters are Cherky, Semi Husinov, and I mean that's really it. So that would be good for me. I would be down with that. And surely we win. Like, it's Salford. I don't mean to be rude to Salford, but, like, you guys are what? Just an FYI, most Salfordians, is that a real word? Salfordians? Is that what they're called? Support United, so expect them to bring rags to the Etihad? Don't some former United players own them? Like, isn't it a Gary Neville owned team or something? Salford? Like, also, is Salfordian cannot be a real thing. Salfordians. That is crazy if that's a word. Salfordians. Yes. Jeez. 9-0 last year? True. How far is Salford to Etihad Stadium? I don't know my English geography very well, so I'm going to check here. 14 minutes. Wow. That is outrageous. 5 miles. It's 5 miles away, guys. You probably know that. I'm just finding this out. There's Old Trafford. It's right by Old Trafford. Trafford Park. Oh, that's why it's called Old Trafford, I guess. How far apart are Old Trafford and City? Like 5 miles as well, basically? That's crazy. Yes, it is a real thing. You need to learn your geography. Salford has a Manchester zip code. Oh, I didn't know that either. You need to learn your geography is so rude. So rude and aggressive. I know my United States geography. I do not know my English geography. What I think, what's actually like crazy, is like how close stadiums are. That's where I need to go. Whenever I go to Manchester to visit for a game, I need to go to Classic Football Shirts Manchester. That looks like a great spot where I can buy some kits and stuff. So the stadium is in Bradford. Bradford is like what? Like a borough or something? Is that what this is called? Like, what's Bradford? Isn't there a team called Bradford? Or something? Ashton New Road and Ashton Old Road. Wow, you guys are really creative with your road names over there. Ashton Park. Huh. Bradford Road. I don't know. All things. I know. This guy comes in the chat, man. He thinks it's because he's been here since day one. He can just roast me to death. If you want to spend £300 on a one shirt, go to Classic Football Shirts. 300. Are you for real? Small area of Manchester, Bradford as opposed to Bradford. Bradford as opposed to Bradford in Yorkshire. Are they not the same thing? Bradford as opposed to Bradford. Bradford. Am I reading this wrong? Bradford as opposed to Bradford. Or it's just two cities named Bradford. Meepan is the king of roasts, man. That guy. There must be two Bradfords. I don't know much, but from what I've seen online, it looks bloody expensive. My goodness, man. I don't even like buying kits off of OK jerseys because I feel like it's still expensive. So maybe I won't go there. Longsight. Some of these names. Droylesden. What the heck, man? So if I go to Manchester, where should I be staying? Where should I be staying, guys? Where should I get like a hotel? Should I be like in downtown Manchester, or should I be on the outskirts, like in Monsall or Failsworth or White Moss? I might just have to find one of you guys in the chat. Just give me a bed in one of your homes, and then I won't have to pay for lodging. It's a small borough. These are all suburbs of Manchester. Suburbs. Okay, that's what they're called. See, I'm in like a city. We don't have suburbs where I live. We just like have the city. That's it. It's a smaller city, I guess. In my fault, the second I joined, there's a map of England. Classic shirts, perfect place to find your Calvin Phillips jersey. Go in the city center for a hotel. Where's the city center? Is that this? Museum of Illusions. NQ64. I'm going there for sure. The arcade bar. Guys, we'll do a meet and greet at the arcade bar, and we'll drink and we'll have fun. That's what I like the idea of. That sounds awesome. This has to be the city center. I'm guessing. Let me do this. City center. Manchester. City center, modern apartments. Right there. I'd be 8 minutes away. I could walk that. I could walk to the stadium. I like it. If Alan were here, he could recommend some hotels. True. That would be big. I need some experts. Just ask Martin. True, I guess I could ask Martin. Arcade bar, they better have footy cards, or maybe not. Oh man. Yes, that is the city center. I guess it makes sense because it is literally the center of the city. So I don't need to deep that too hard, but... Ooh, the Piccadilly Gardens. That sounds so British. So British. Okay. It's good to know, guys. It's good to know that this is, like, walkable. So I don't need, like, a car or something. Mr. Bean can rent you a bed in his... Chorlton has some nice areas. Probably 30 minutes on the tram to get to the stadium. Chorlton. What is Chorlton? I thought it was Charlton. Is that a different thing? Chorlton. Ooh, that's far. 5 miles. I don't want to walk 5 miles. It's my hometown. Chorlton is your hometown? Guys, that doesn't sound like an actual city. Like, Chorlton is an outrageous name. Charlton rolls off the tongue. Chorlton is like a chore to say. I thought Coyote was good today. Yes, changing gears back to actual football. Coyote was good today. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Although some people in the chat said no. Okay. The monastery. Ooh, there's a golf course. I could go to Fairfield Golf Club and play a round. Sick. This is going to be the trip of a lifetime, guys. Anderson Forest is drawing to Wolves. I can't say the same about the individual. I thought he was okay. True. I thought he was all right. I thought he was good. Stick to downtown. Oh, okay. Gotcha. It's probably enough geography, guys. Considering I have to probably not do this trip until like at least the end of the year or early 2027. I don't know if I'll have the funds quite yet. It's quite expensive. The Coyote guy is better than Timber and the best player in the world. Sheesh. That is some big Coyote love, man. I don't know if he's quite that good, but he was good today. He was good today, for sure. For sure. I think should do a GeoGuessr stream. Look at his legs and the way he runs. He's a sneaky guy. Guys, I do like GeoGuessr. While we're at it, me and Nipun can get a roast in. Give me a moment while I log in, and we can end the stream with a little GeoGuessr. How about that? If you want walking distance, then yes, try and stay close to the city center. I would prefer walking distance if possible. I don't know if my computer is going to let me run GeoGuessr here, to be honest with you. We have to get your channel monetized so you can make the Manchester trip. This is true, guys. I do need more watch hours so that I can get, you know, the big time and make it on the channel. Make big money on YouTube and then pay for my Manchester trip. And I will vlog it, for sure. I'll vlog it. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I think it's better now. This should work. Here we go. We will end the stream with a little GeoGuessr. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, oh well. Only the free one because I don't have a paid subscription. All right, immediately I think like Thailand. I think like this area here could be Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, but I need to keep looking at maybe a sign or a flag or something. What is this? What does that say? I don't know. I don't know the language, but it's got to be like Thailand, guys. It's got to be. I guess it could be like India. Dua Putri. Is that India? The language, I don't know. Iceland. I don't think it's Iceland. 47. They love Phil Foden. They love Phil Foden. Do you like the UK or something? I do. I do like the UK. Big fan of the UK. I would love to go. I'm still leaning towards somewhere in like Thailand. No, I'm gonna say here. Right there. Not bad, guys. Not bad. 900 miles. Pretty good. Try some hotels around Manchester's northern quarter. I could do that. Philippines. We're only 25 subscribers away from 1K. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. How many more hours till monetize? Like 70? I don't know. It's not a lot. How are they gonna put me in a hotel or in a store, in a restaurant? What is this? It makes me think Mexico. Get me out of the store, bro. Ooh. Wine Republic. That's English. I mean, it could be the United States. The signs are in English. And no, it's not the US. They're driving on the left side of the road. It's not the US. Who drives on the left side of the road? This is Europe, I guess. But the signs look American. Fitzroy Primary School. It's in English. This could be the UK. This could be the UK. No, it's not Canada. It's not Canada. Canada, they drive on the right side. I've been to Canada. I think this is the UK. Australia. You think it's Australia? I guess it could be Australia. Brunswick. Is that sounds Australian. E. Australia might be a good shout, guys. Melbourne. Good call. Where's Melbourne? Down there. It's Brunswick. I saw the sign for Brunswick. 2 miles. Let's go. I'm putting bad guesses. This guy. Great reaction to Liverpool. Hopefully we can do more. I do reactions on everything. Every match. We always do a little reaction for sure. Melbourne on tram. Good call. It was not San Francisco. I'm playing the same game. W. San Francisco. Somewhere in Europe was wrong. Ash. Come on, bro. Oh, well. All right. Last one because you only get 3 free rounds. Ooh. What are these signs? Oh, man. Luxembourg. Does that mean Luxembourg? Hauptbahnhof. Praha, Brno, Budapest. Budapest is Turkey. I think. Could it be Turkey? Einbahn. Ausgen. I think it's Turkey, guys. This is giving Greenland. This guy, man. Yeah, for real. Keely, you should have helped me with Australia, bro. That is ridiculous. Ooh, I don't know. Now I'm struggling a bit. Carl Zeiss, Fabersoft. See, that makes me think, like, Scandinavian. Vienna. Vienna. That's Austria. Yeah, Austria. Austria. Dude, house captain. You are sick at this. How do I... Austria. Austria. Where's Vienna? Over there. Might I buy some water, maybe? Water could be over there, to the east. So, right there. Let's go! 1.9 miles. That's fantastic, guys. That is fantastic. What a W. I really need to get the full game. This is so fun. Hungry. I have to go. Just wanted to recommend Charlton. Come on, City. 4 points. Yes, sir. Thank you for joining the stream, as always. What else were you guys saying? Sweden or Germany? Hungary. Vienna. He nailed Vienna, yeah. This is Germany, I think. Austria. Why didn't you go Greenland? Man. As soon as I get monetized, guys, I'll use my money to get an actual GeoGuessr, and then we can have some GeoGuessr fun at some point. But anyway, we're just over an hour in the stream, so that is it for me. I'm done. We'll be back for a live watch along for the City game on Saturday. And look forward on the channel sometime soon. We're going to be opening packs. That's my new thing. We're going to be opening packs on the channel. So thank you guys as always. Leave a like and a sub on the way out. As always, I very, very much appreciate it. You guys are the best. Yeah, that was fun, man. That was fun. Magnus, that was awesome. So I do appreciate it a ton, guys. Appreciate it a ton. Join the Discord as well if you want. It's free. A lot of City fans. We're just hanging out with the guys. So anyway, that is all. I will see you later. Peace.